welcome back to another episode of My Point of View. Today I will be discussing Nick Offerman. So, I was going to talk about this for a while, and then I just never really felt like it, and then when I saw him on MSNBC today, and then I saw him doing the Ron Swanson thing again, I'm like, oh, okay, I have to talk about this. So here's the thing. Nick Offerman has an affliction where he seems to think that if some people think Ron Swanson is a Republican, then someone might think he is. So therefore, he's spent his entire career, ever since Trump came in, basically just being as liberal and antagonistic towards MAGA and Trump as he can possibly be. He'll make movies like Sovereign just so he can go on late night and stuff and cry about how that sounds just like MAGA, doesn't it? Or he'll make movies like that Nazi one. I forget what it was called, but there's this Nazi one he made. He and some other lady made, and it was and John Berthal made, and it was basically his whole character was, I'm wearing a MAGA hat in a film talking about Nazis. Get it? Get it? Get the symbolism I'm trying to do? And then you have the Civil War movie where he basically plays Trump. I know some people were like, oh no, he doesn't play Trump. Okay, then explain to me why the president in that says it was the greatest battle. The greatest. We beat him. It was the greatest battle. It was the greatest defeat for them. It was the greatest battle. Tell me why he talks like that then, if he's not Trump. And again, he loves to act like people are insane for being for memeing about with like Ron Swanson, or joking about Ron Swanson being a MAGA guy. And yet he always loves to act like, how dare those people do that? Well, who's the weirder one here? The one who can't handle the idea that a character he played who isn't real is being memed, or the people memeing it? That's the thing. Like he spent his entire career basically saying, I'm not a MAGA person, and it's like there's like at least like a good like maybe 40% of his roles now that are pretty much just, I did this because of MAGA, you see. I did this so I can yell about MAGA on late night, or news or something. I can yell about MAGA on this. And I'm not, like, I was watching some guy did a Pride thing where like they did the meme of Swanson throwing the computer away, but they put the Pride flag on it, I guess, and that was supposed to be a whole thing. And then he had a hissy fit about that, screaming about how dare they do that, that's so horrible. And it's like, and why I came up with this is because he did it again today. He did the Ron Swanson wouldn't be a MAGA guy. He would not be. I'm just going to tell you that now. He's just not good. He would never be a MAGA guy. And it's like, okay, bro, okay. And then he's saying they give false information. They don't know what they're talking about. It's like, again, who's the more insane one? The guy who does stuff like this?
Bold and war heroes, I looked the other way. He said to march on the Capitol. Well, if the president says it's okay. And I don't mind sex with porn stars. I'd do it too if I had the guts. But when it comes to fucking the furniture, well, that's just fucking nuts. So I'm proud to be a Kamala man who has quit the GOP. From here, actor, author, woodworker, and a man who can actually pull off a short-sleeve polo shirt without looking like my mommy picked it out for me. And this is a trash can. I've labeled it trash can because it is a trash can. I actually labeled it twice so there won't be any mix-ups. But obviously that's unnecessary because we're all adults who do know the difference between a trash can and a goddamn voting machine. Far-right Republican extremists have been running their dry mouths, claiming that any election in which they receive less votes than the opposition must be rigged. Well, I've got some news for you. Actual patriots are sick and tired of shameless, opportunistic charlatans who invent dangerous conspiracies, peddle mendacious propaganda, and worse, censor good dogs. Because if you're afraid to show a dog's face, by God, I'm not. You can't stop us from showing dogs, just like you can't stop us from voting. We're gonna do it, not because it's fun, because it's not really fun, but because it's the right thing to do, America. And guess what? We're gonna look one fuck of a lot better than you while we do it. One shot, no cuts.
The guy who, or the people who are just making jokes about it. All I'm saying is, and then by the way, he's not even right about the Ron Swanson thing, because Ron Swanson even said two times. He said once, "That's what makes America great," and then he said, "I want to make America great again." He said it. He said it at one point. He said it, and then he even was eager to do the Doge stuff. So it's like, yeah, he would. I think if Ron Swanson were a person, he would be a Trumper. But here's the thing, though. I know the difference between reality and fiction. Does he? Because he doesn't seem to. He seems to think that his whole... And it's like ruining my ability to enjoy him as an actor, because his entire career now is basically just... Ron Swanson was the thing that I'm popular for, but I have to show that I have no beliefs of him except for woodworking. It's either woodworking, pilgrim type attitude, or... like, not pilgrim, I guess, like, more woodsman. Like, he's either, there's, like, two sides of him. The woodsman, woodworking guy that everybody likes, or the bitchy blue sky troll that will scream about how Trump's the devil, and how, how he's a Kamala man, and all that. So, it's just, like, even his wife did the clip. Even his wife, right here, did a scene with him. Let me show you.
3 acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
That's the thing. Is that it's like, so just that's my opinion about all this. That's my point of view. Is that I'm sad when you see, like, an actor you actually like, and he starts just having a hissy fit about it. But, there's a difference between him and Pedro Pascal, who just, at least Nick Offerman doesn't do it. I don't know, at least sometimes he turns back into the woodsman side of him and allows himself to, when he needs the clicks, he'll turn into the woodsman. But when he doesn't think he needs them, he'll turn back into the Twitter troll. So, blue sky troll, sorry. But, that's just the thing. So it's like, overall, I'm just going to say it. I don't know. I think he needs to get over that Ron Swanson thing. I just really do. And thank you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you later. Bye.